Namaskar India and welcome to In Samachar. I am Anshi Srivastav and lakhs of borrowers, irrespective of whether they availed of moratorium or not during the lockdown, will get some cash back with the government deciding to provide relief in form of ex gratia payment on loans up to 2 crore per borrower. Let's dig into that today. The cashback is the difference between the compound interest and simple interest applicable to certain categories of borrowers, including housing, credit card and MSMEs for the period between March 1st and August 31st this year. A borrower with a rupees 50 lakh home loan outstanding, for example, will get a benefit of rupees 12,425 in form of savings account on of compound interest for a 6 months period. Assuming the rate of interest at 8%, this rate 6 months simple interest is about 2 lakh and along with the compound interest adds up to 2,12,000 rupees approximately, with the government paying the difference of rupees 12,000 approximately to all borrowers will have to pay simple interest to the bank and not the compound interest. This will help in reducing the burden on borrowers and cost the government about 6,000 to 7,000 crore rupees. To create parity among borrowers and to preserve the credit culture for timely repayment, ex gratia payment is being provided even to those who did not avail of moratorium. The government scheme says, in view of the unprecedented and extreme COVID-19 situation, the object of the scheme is to provide ex gratia payment of the difference between compound interest and simple interest by way of relief for the period of March 31st, 2020 to August 31st, 2020 to borrowers in specific loan accounts. Such payments does not constitute a contractual, legal or equitable liability of the central government. The waivers will be provided by all private and state-owned banks, cooperative banks, regional rural banks, housing finance companies and non-banking financial companies. Bankers say that it's not an easy task and involves more paperwork for banks and housing finance firms. There are lakhs of borrowers who are now waiting for their cash back from the government. Firstly, banks will have to process the claim of the borrowers and credit the amount. They will have to lodge the claim for reimbursement with the designated cell at SBI, which will function as a nodal agency for the scheme by December 15, 2020. SBI will evaluate the claims and furnish the details to the government. Lending institutions will get the funds through SBI. The compound interest waiver is for most of the loans: housing, MSME, education, consumer durable, credit card dues, automobile, consumption and personal loans to professional. Any borrower whose aggregate of all the facilities with lending institution is more than 2 crore rupees, sanction limit or outstanding amounts will not be eligible for the waiver. For credit card dues which typically carry higher interest rate charges, the rate of interest will be weighed average of the lending rate charged by the card issuer of the transaction financed on the EMI basis. The relief has been worked out after the Supreme Court asked the government to come out with such a scheme. Anil Gupta, Vice President of ICRA Limited, says assuming not more than 30 to 40% of the overall loans of the banks and NBFCs will be eligible for the relief, the cost of the government should not exceed rupees 5,000 to 7,000 crore. This is assuming all borrowers are given relief irrespective of whether they are availing the moratorium or not. The ex gratia payment under this scheme will be admissible irrespective of whether the borrower had fully availed or partly availed or not availed the moratorium on repayment. It is for those loan accounts which are standard and non-performing assets, also known as the NPAs, as on February 29, 2020. For loan accounts which were closed during this period, the ex gratia payment will be made from March 1st, 2020 till the date of the closure of such account. As per government guidelines, bank will be crediting this amount into the accounts of the borrowers and seek disbursement from the government latest by December 15, 2020. A dedicated cell within the State Bank of India will be created, which will work in constitution with the Finance Ministry. That is all that we have for you today. For more such news updates, log on to www.insamachar.com. This is Anshi Srivastav signing off. Namaskar.